Lamont Tonelli.
And now it's time for 69.
69, jabroni.
Oh, yeah.
69 over here.
You know that we all love 69.
Papa like it a 69.
Uh-huh.
69, bro.
Hey, now it's time for 69.
It's time to talk football with old number 69, Mike McGlinchey.
Oh, think about it, 69.
Who doesn't love 69?
Sponsored by 21st Amendment Brewery. Time to try 21st Amendment's Hell or High Mango, brewed with real mangoes. And by the Contra Costa County Office of the Sheriff. Visit cocosheriff.org to learn more about a career in public safety.
That's right, old 69, Mike McGlinchey. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Well, nice to have you with us. Hey, you've got to be in a great mood. Tonelli and I were looking at some stats here. And, Paul, you shared with me the quarterback has not been sacked once this year.
If I'm right, now I got to double-check the stats, but I think I came across – is that right, Mike, that you guys haven't given up a sack in the first couple of games?
That's what I'm hearing. I haven't really given too much thought about it because we just got to keep plugging forward and doing our job. But
yeah,
it's been a great start to the season for our group so far. We're doing a great job in the run game, doing a great job in protection, and marrying both run and pass off of each other. So we just got to keep that rolling, and the success will continue to come.
So I got to ask you one thing about the game on Sunday. It doesn't really have anything to do with you, but running back Trey Sermon on a play got hit in the head 3 times. He took a forearm to the helmet. Then he got kind of hit in the helmet on the tackle. And then when he got taken down, he slammed his head against the turf.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
I think he's doing great. That is, unfortunately, that's a nasty part of our game on the occasion, especially at the running back position. Those guys, sacrifice their body left and right. But I think he's doing well. He's in better spirits. He got some working out in yesterday, and hopefully we can continue to build him as the week progresses.
Hey, I'm just kind of curious. Over the years, have you ever been hit in the head like that? What is the worst that you've been hit?
You know what? I hit my head just about every snap. So
Oh, God.
But the hardest I've ever been hit was in college. I had just taken over the starting tackle job my sophomore year spring, and we were in a 9-on-7 drill at practice, and Jalen Smith came downhill and just smoked me. And you just saw me kind of buckle on my knees and fall down, and it was you always remember the toughest ones.
Yeah. And did that put you out for a while? Were you out of commission for a while?
No, I was still in practice the rest of the day. I just remember watching it over and over again on film and just seeing myself just crumble, a 300-and-some-pound man crumble because somebody hit him so hard.
Yeah.
So Philadelphia, you got to go back home because you're from Philadelphia originally, so that must have been kind of neat for you.
It was neat. It's not every day you get to play an NFL game and get an NFL win on the field and in the stadium you grew up going to with your dad and your brother and your cousins and aunts and uncles and against the team you used to root for.
How many ticket requests did you get?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
You know what? My family was pretty gracious to me. They all got it on their own. My mom organized the whole list of people and just because there was nowhere I couldn't draw the line somewhere. I have like 80 to 100 people that are just related to me in the Philadelphia area.
So hold on. How many people did you have in the stands cheering for you?
There was about 40 that I confirmed knew of, and then I got a lot of texts after the game I had probably 250 to 300 texts after the game that of all the people that were at the stadium watching me and sending me videos of them seeing me on the field and stuff like that. So it was a cool day to get home and see all my family and hear from a lot of people that were watching the game in the area that I'm close with as well.
So being from Philadelphia, you must be a Philly cheesesteak expert. I heard that you had some tips for the team, or you bought some sandwiches for the team?
I did. My favorite spot, D'Alessandro's in Roxborough section of Philadelphia. It's about a mile up from my high school. It's been my favorite spot since I was 13.
Yeah.
So I figured when we go back to my hometown, I treat everybody to a little slice of Philly. And I got it for our support staff put together such an incredible week at the Greenbrier when we got relocated to stay on the East Coast trip. Our equipment guys, our video guys, our logistics and travel guys, they shelled out the red carpet for us all week, and so figured the smallest gesture I could do to reward and thank them is a cheesesteak from my favorite spot.
So I'm just kind of curious, how many sandwiches did you end up buying?
I think the number was like somewhere between 50 and 70 cheesesteaks or something like that. And then, so I took the orders from all the sports staff and the O-line, and then whoever wanted one that came up and got them as well. So
what did that set you back? Did you pay by credit card? I would love to see the receipt for that. How much did you pay for these sandwiches?
You know what? That's the funny thing about it is that it's such an authentically and great place. They don't even take credit card. It's a cash only business.
Oh my God! Old
Really?
school. Love it.
Yeah.
So how much did you pay?
It was a pretty penny. It was a couple $100. Not nothing out of control, but it was well worth it.
What was the name of the place again?
D'Alessandro's.
Okay, now being a Philly cheesesteak kind of guy, where do you like eating here? Philly. What is your choice for Philly cheesesteaks in the Bay Area?
The only place that I've found that is a really solid cheesesteak is Amato's in San Jose.
Oh, dude, that's my place too.
They do a hell of a job there. It's only about a mile or two from my house, so it works out.
So hold it. Two locations. Yeah. I know there's two locations. There's one off, I think, Kurtner, and there's also one on Saratoga Avenue. Which one do you go to?
I do the one on Kurtner.
Yes, there you go. Good crew there. So
I try to lay off the cheesesteaks as much as possible in the middle of the season, but that when I'm craving one, that's the place I go to.
All right. So, hey, another question we have to ask you. It's a Sunday night game. I was asking Paul, is Sunday night a special night to play?
Yeah, it is. It's not the timing of it or anything, but any time that you're in prime time and the whole world's watching, you're the only game on TV, you're the only game, and not even just the fans, but the rest of the league's watching, and every other team that we play for the rest of the season is going to see what we can do. The primetime games always get the home crowd just a little bit more fired up. They got a little bit more time to start boozing in the parking lots and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's for sure.
They get fired up, and it'll be the first legit home game since the 2020 NFC Championship. And the run that we had there, I feel like that excitement's going to carry over, especially with the start that we've had and the team that we have right now. We're ready for the faithful to be in full force on Sunday night against the Pack, and ready to do our job and hopefully get a W.
All right, Mike, always a pleasure talking to you. You and I are going to have to get together for a cheesesteak sometime.
That sounds good to me. I'm always game for that.
All right, good luck this Sunday.
Mike.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, old 69, Mike McGlinchey. A couple $100, 70 sandwiches.
That had to be a little bit more.
Oh, it's got to be more.
Right, I know.
What was the name of the place? Let's check out on their website what they charge for sandwiches and times that by 70.
In Roxborough.
Baby Huey, you've got a job. Check out the price of those sandwiches. I want the exact figure.
Lamont and Tonelli.